Hi everybody, welcome back to Skyrim. I want to apologize for not uploading Skyrim for about a month. Creation Kit just came out for Fallout, so yeah, that's what a lot of modders are doing right now. I will still try to do this fortnightly, but it may end up also being Skyrim mods wheneverly. But Skyrim's not dead, guys, alright? Calm your tits, guys. Last month, there was a killer city overhaul mod that you have to see, so roll the intro. And this week's follower mod is Minerva, a high elf nightblade that you can find at the Four Shields Tavern in Dragon's Bridge. Minerva uses the female elf haughty voice.
Really? That's wonderful.
This is significant because nobody uses the female elf haughty voice, probably because nobody likes haughty female elves. Also because there simply isn't any vanilla dialogue lines for haughty female elves. He's actually used voice editing on vanilla lines to make it work, and boy does it work. She totally does not come off as a stuck-up arrogant hoe. She's actually insanely likable. She also has a very interesting dialogue choice. Yes, Minerva, please talk to me like we're married, even though we're totally not married and I'm totally married to Yusolda, but let's just play pretend. She'll never find out. And not only is she haughty, she's also a hottie. No, seriously though, she's like on fire right now. Oh, she's dead. Yeah, she's dead. Not only is she a hottie, she's also wife material. This bitch knows who's in charge.
What are you doing? I'm sorry.
Then she gets all lovey-dovey on you, and it's really adorable. Until she gets killed by a bear. You all know that I don't believe in essential NPCs. Fortunately, she's very customizable. You can choose what spells she uses, how she behaves in combat, her dialogue, her essentialness. Unfortunately, when she is not essential, she dies to just about everything. But besides that, she is pretty much your quintessential Skyrim waifu. Next up, we have a highly underrated mod. Don't judge a book by its cover, because this may just be the greatest thing you've ever downloaded. This is Handcart by Well Santos. So when you start the game, you'll receive a quest that tells you that you've left your precious handcart at the Riverwood Trader. How could you leave such an amazing thing behind? So activate it and it will immediately hook itself onto your hips. How is it being pulled? What is it really being attached to? Why do you keep asking questions, Jimmy? Why can't you just enjoy the mod? So first and foremost, your handcart is a portable chest. Just press the O key and it will open up your handcart's inventory. But it's not just any old chest, right? This is the smartest chest you've ever put on a cart and attached to your hips. It has a ton of incredible configuration settings. You can set shortcuts to equip the best item of each type of item. You can set it to auto loot only the best items of each type. You can set how many of each type of item you want to keep. Say you only want 10 health potions on you at a time. When you loot a chest with 20 health potions in it, it will keep 10 in your inventory and put the rest in your handcart. You can even add your own items and decide how much of those you want to keep. And if you don't like the way the handcart looks, you can also disable the handcart entirely and just keep its functionality. You can also rename the handcarts. You can rename yourself through the handcart's MCM menu. That's just how customizable everything is. Don't want to carry the handcart yourself? Why not give it to a follower? You can then go and customize the aggression of your follower when they have the handcarts on them. And if you thought that was the end of the handcarts functionality, then you must be a comedian, cause you're making me laugh. When you equip a weapon and you press an Alt key, I shit you not, it drops the cart vertically, and then you could use it as a stepping box to get to higher places. Well, that's gotta be it for all the handcart does, right? Wrong! The handcart can also be used as a skateboard down hills. You heard me right. When you jump on your handcart, it turns into a skateboard. It is actually a very fun and viable way to get from point A to point B by playing a skateboard minigame. The name of the game? don't tip over. You have your arrow keys to try to balance yourself out, but most likely if you hit a rock, you're going down. And trust me when I say this, there are a lot of rocks in Skyrim. So if you can manage to stay on the board for more than 10 seconds, then you, my friend, deserve a cookie for your efforts. Or a big titty statue mod. It's up to you. Let's be real, guys. There are only 4 real cities in this game. Whiterun, Riften, Windhelm, Markarth, and Solitude. Falkreath is a village at best. Even Riverwood is more of a city than Falkreath. But now that's all about to change with the mod Holds a City Overhaul, a mod that aims to expand the various cities of Skyrim while at the same time rebuilding and reinventing the cities that weren't really cities, aka Falkreath, Dongstar, and Winterhold. So what he's done is he's basically told Bethesda, fuck you and your generic cities. I'm gonna make something special. I'm gonna make something unique, and each of these cities are gonna be bomb as shit. Okay, that's probably not what he said, but something along those lines. All of these cities once had carbon copy inns, and now they don't. All of these inns are so distinct. Dawnstars has this cool basement area for more seating. Winterholds is like the fanciest one ever. You have a view at the top. The typical Jarl's Longhouse is no longer just a Jarl's Longhouse. They've all been turned into huge, sprawling castles, such like Castle Dower or the Blue Palace in Windhelm. Even the Halls of the Dead have been expanded and made bigger. Even though these cities still occupy the same space, they feel so much bigger just because of how many more buildings there are and the amounts of NPCs that now inhabit it, all with their incredibly immersive names. Unlike vanilla, they all have last names because they all have family members that you'll find throughout the city as well. And Winterhold just got a ton more fancier and lore friendly, one that shows the results of the Great Collapse more so than I think the vanilla does. Dongstar looks like a serious port city and not just a bunch of huts on a beach like it used to look. And if you think about it, if he redid the entire city like this, he probably also had to redo the entire AI packages of the NPCs so that they could actually function in their new environment. It's crazy how in 4 years, nobody has ever done anything like this, to completely redo an entire city and to do 3 of them as well. I honestly can't imagine the amount of work that went into this, because it's not like these houses are empty and boring and basic. Every single building he added was detailed and distinct enough for me to actually want to go and explore all of them. Exploring these cities is an adventure, and it's a hell of a fun one. Who remembers the Dark Brotherhood from Oblivion? To you youngins out there, right back in the day, we used to kill people with poisonous apples. Well, TrainWiz here has brought that back on a whole nother level. This is Death Apple. Like my cat when it knocked over my Uncle Theodore's life support machine, it isn't as innocent as it appears.
Good to see you.
Anything this apple touches dies for no reason and no signs of murder, which makes it a great way to solve all of your problems. Your problems being NPCs and solving as in murdering the fuck out of them.
Go cast your fancy magic.
Don't tell me what to do.
Got curved swords.
Shut up.
I've been looking
for you too.
Could you spare a coin?
I'll spare your life, psych. But unfortunately, not everybody will die from the apple, right? Ulfric didn't die. Parthenax didn't die. I can confirm though, it does kill cows, it does kill douchebags, little cunt girls, but the real question is, does it kill mushrooms? Dun dun dun. Next up, we have a quest mod called The Invasion of Skyrim. So in this mod, a race of intergalactic evil blue people are planning to colonize Nirn for themselves. They are called the Chiss. However, some of the Chiss people realize that the people of Nirn are innocent and the planet has so much to offer, such as sweet rolls and big titted statues, young teenage sassy girls, that they decided to form a rebellion called the Resistance against the Imperial Chiss Armada. You, of course, as the Dragonborn, must join the Resistance, whose hideout is so high up that you need to change your field of view to 120 before you can even see it. Here is where you will meet the Etox, or the commanders of the Resistance, and climb their ranks by doing things like clearing out dungeons, saving allies, killing enemy commanders. And here's also where you will meet lots of friendly blue people, aka the Chiss, whose names I cannot pronounce for the life of me. The enemies you'll fight in this mod are of a much higher caliber than most you'll find in Nern. And Pino, no, I'm gonna need that hunting bow and the bliss words. Thank you, Pino. I'm just kidding, guys. It's pretty easy. I just had to resurrect him.
Huh? Get away from me!
Bitch! The ultimate goal is to kill their general Thrawn, who has almost every single freedom you do as a player. He can interact with NPCs, and he is often traveling between towns with an armed escort of officers. This mod almost feels a lot like a second Civil War, except not the Stormcloaks and Imperials this time, but the Resistance and the Imperial Armada, which is actually a lot harder than the Imperial and Stormcloak conflict, since to me, these are all blue people. I can't even tell them apart. No racist. Downloading this mod will have a huge impact on your game, as there will now be blue people everywhere. The Chiss are basically attempting to destroy Nern from the inside by allying with the Stormcloaks. So at every hold, you'll even find a bunch of Chiss advisors everywhere, and it's the creepiest thing ever, and these are the creepiest people ever, but at least they brought their woman. I, for one, welcome our blue Chiss overlord woman. So yeah, if you're looking for a quest mod that's more than just a quest mod, something that feels like a huge conflict going on in the world, then the Invasion of Skyrim may be the mod for you.